top-of-the-line skates like the CCM FT6 Pro, those are the skates you dream of when you see them at the hockey shop, but then buy the cheaper versions of them. And that's okay, because who wants and can actually afford a skate for over 1,000 euros? I can't, but luckily I don't have to, because I got this slightly used review unit from a former hockey player to test them. So let's talk about the skate and let's test it and find out if this skate is actually worth to pay over 1,000 euros. Spoiler alert, in my eyes, it's not. If you play professional or semi-professional hockey, then this is the range of skates that is made for you. But what about the other 99% of skaters? They're hobby hockey players, they're recreational skaters, they're you and me. We just don't need skates like that. Something for half of the price will totally do the job for us. Yes, those skates are way better compared to the middle class skates, but definitely not worth doubling the investment compared to the increase of performance. To be honest, as I got this skate in my hands for the first time, I thought it's a little bit, let's say, overcomplicated. It's a little bit too much. There are so many details in this skate. We have 2 eyelets more than my graph skate has, for example. It's also a little bit wider. It's a wide skate. My graph skate is also wide, but it's not that wide. It's a bit heavier than my graph skate and also heavier than some of the middle class skates are. Everything is just very detailed, very precise. There's just a lot of everything. Also the cushioning on the inside, like huge pillows. It's just a great piece of engineering, but probably too much. Maybe sometimes less is more, especially on ice skates, where the middle class skates, they are what you need and not more, which totally works for me. And here the first feel is there's a little bit more than I actually need from my ice skate, which can be a good thing, also a bad thing. The only chance to find out is now to take the skate on the ice and test it. Alright guys, I don't want to go too deep into the spec sheet of those skates. I want to see what they do, I want to feel them, so I have to get inside of them. By the way, if you're wondering why I let out 2 of the eyelets right here, that's because if I use the eyelets, then the skate is getting very tight, and also laces are getting a little bit too short to tighten them up as I like it, so that's why I let them out. The first feel in the skate, it's soft, it's comfortable, as you expected. I had it on my feet a few times and I have to say it just fits, and it fits good, comfortable, it's soft as I said. I have no pressure points. Now when I make it tighter, I can feel that the laces are increasing the pressure on the cushioning of the tongue, but you can very precisely control how tight it is and using the cushioning for the adjustment, so it just feels good. To say it easy, of course, this is what I expect from a skate in this price range, that it feels good, but you can really feel how much control you actually have over the lacing, also in the different areas of the skates. You could make it even more precise if you use the 2 eyelets I left out, but this is how I like it. I don't want it too tight in this area, so those eyelets are left out, and this works perfectly for me. I can feel the contact between my foot and the skate everywhere. From the tip, from this area, my foot is just perfectly fitted into the skate. I haven't baked it, I used it just a few times, but you can feel how this skate is perfectly wrapping around my foot, giving it full support, but also being very comfortable. This is just good. Here the top areas I feel the pressure, but the cushioning is also protecting me a little bit from the pressure I have. The heel is sitting a little bit lower than to the skates I'm used to. Overall, it's just a great feeling, very comfortable skate, but it doesn't just have to feel good, it has to perform. And this is what we are testing out right now. Alright guys, first impression about the CCM FT6 Pro on the ice. The comfort is still good. It's also lightweight, so I don't feel like I have a heavy shoe on my foot, even if it's definitely one of the heavier test shoes I have, because there's so much in it that this shoe has to offer. At the beginning I was a little bit struggling because the heel is sitting way lower over the ice than on my other shoes, so it feels that I have a little bit of a laying back that I have to correct by getting more forwards. Then I'm sitting too much on the tips, so I have to find the middle of this skate. But it's not a bad thing, just something that I'm not used to. So overall, the first feel, the first comfort, everything is pretty good. Next test, bringing this shoe a little bit more into the precision, is footwork. Alright guys, footwork. I still notice the heel is lower, so those precise pressure points for me are a little bit harder to find in the footwork. The skate itself, now in the footwork, I notice it's a little bit heavier than the skates I'm used to, heavier than my own skate. I have a pretty good support and still a pretty good comfort in the skate. The pressure points are coming, they're not uncomfortable, you just notice that the skate is there. For example, in the heel, you just notice that the lockdown is really keeping you in place. I just need to get used to the skate and then I think it will work perfectly for footwork. But now we're testing the things that this skate is really made for. We're testing power with line breaks. Alright guys, this is what this skate is made for. The power transfer when I'm getting faster is perfect. The power transfer for the stops, perfect. The skate, yeah, it's not absolutely lightweight than my own skate or some other skates that are just built easier, but for that it delivers. Now let's make the stops a little bit more precise with precision stops. By the way, if you like this video, then please don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss many more skate reviews and ice skating related content in the future. Alright guys, power and precision. This is where this skate really shines. Not just at the line breaks where it's just about power, also at the precision stops where I need to make very, very precise motions to get the stops going as I like them to go. Just works. The power transfer, but also the precision I can give to the skate is just awesome. The next chapter will be something where I guess that I might have some problems with the skate. I tell you later why. And of course the next chapter is ground touches. Whoa! Well, I said I might have some problems with the skate at ground touches. Now let me show you the problems, because when I do some of my very deep ground touches, the boot touches the ice way earlier than, for example, with my graph skates. And if I do my very low compass ground touches, then I lose the ice, because when I lean into the compass like this, you can see that the skate starts to lift the blade out of the ice, which is not happening with my graph skates. For example, they are the same size, the same width, but because the cushioning is way better in this skate, it's also a little bit wider, so the ice contact at the deep leanings comes earlier.
This is what I said about the wide skate.
It's a problem. Some of my ground touch moves are not possible in the way they are possible with other skates, for example, my own skates. Now, let me get my breath back and then I'll have some final words about the CCM FT6 Pro. I just love to do hawk stops with this skate because it just feels awesome. It performs awesome. Every small bit of power gets delivered straight into the ice, but still absolutely precise. This skate does everything I want from him just perfectly. I enjoyed skating with it so much. It also was the first test skate I ever had that didn't hurt me at all. After 1 hour of skating, it just is comfortable. It just feels good. Yes, you feel that it's not your skate, but far away from pain is the wrong word, but the feelings you have when you test other skates, cheaper skates. And no, the skate is not thermoformed, it's not baked, it's not custom, it's just a skate in my size and my width, and for that it just does an awesome job and it's absolutely worth its price tag. But if I had to buy a skate on my own, now with my own money, and I have the choice between a 300, 400, 500 euro skate, for example a Bauer Supreme M30, M40, and this skate for around 1,000 euros, I would still go for the 500 euro skate because yes, this skate is worth its money, but it's definitely not worth doubling the price from a good mid-range skate. At least that's my opinion. Of course, for semi-pro or pro hockey players or for people that just have the money left, go for a 1,000 euro skate. It won't disappoint, but for everybody else, stay with a middle class model. They will deliver a little bit less, but for a way more affordable price. And that's my opinion, that's my review about the CCM FT6 Pro. As I said, I had a great time with it. I hope you liked this video. If you liked the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up for the algorithm. Please don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss many more skate reviews in the future. Feel free to check out my merch, feel free to check out my Instagram. That's it for today, guys. See ya!